molweni South Africa, molweni Cape Town. Igama kuSinethemba Makonco njengesiqhelo. Football show yamkele namhlanje ukhona andiyami ndodwa namhlanje ndiphethe eqala mfundini. Akhona ngayenzanga ebholini uthathe zonke indebe bezidlalela. South Africa izawungena indoda enkulu ngoku. Hlala phansi uzinze zonke unethezeke. iTV kudlalele. Uthi wami ungaza tata. Andikamkele tata mani inkqubeni.
Enkosi manje enkosi ngo-invite mandibuye nami kwethuba to i-viewers ke mandibuye kakhulu enkosi lethuba. I would like to say thank you for the opportunity that I've been given and yeah.
Tatam ubalo masibulu khalwa ngaye hey ugqubhisile ulanga wonke umchayele kwalanga indebe nandebe oyidlala uyiqokelwe ifake etasini awusixelele ngoMasibulele.
Masibulele ngumbazo abantu abaninzi bamazi ngumbazo. Basically ndandizalelwe eCentane and then ndakhulela phaa ndeze eKapa then ndafika eKapa ndayidlala ibhola nje kancane ku-juniors which is ze-Cubs neze-Liverpool under bawubhayi then ndaphinda Eastern Cape and then I came back then ndajoyina enye team ka-Ajax ekuthiwa iPV Rovers just nje lose some fats, not really playing football. Then in the middle of it I enjoyed playing football. Then after that, you know, Mr. Nosse, one tell about your Kaida, youngsters express, which they were very, very talented. So they went into Taloba Kaida, so it will call it up and so yeah, everything started there. From up, we don't go, and then the rest was history.
Hey, ushile kwalanga ndikanjonge record lakho apha. Iligu mina isihlambi zine kuminyaka emihlanu. Wena i-Easter tournament ihlambi ezine nayo iminyaka emihlanu neqela elinye. Isukele phi yonke lena? Iqale phi? Usuke kwathini?
No, thanks for the question. I think the vision behind it is always wanting to be a winner. I think many people know that I'm very associated with winning every time. So when I embark on the journey of becoming a coach, I started by trying to acquire as much knowledge as I can before I can go to the actual work, to the field. So what I did, I started by investigating how can I become a coach, by having the qualifications. So I went for my intro, I think in 2012, 2013, while being helped by Eric Boom and then Lisa as an administrative staffer, telling me information about the course. So after finishing the course, me and colleague we were coaching under 17 from Langa LFA, which had brilliant players, the likes of Atini, now playing for Chiba. There were many guys in that team, but Atini stands out, and Masibulele now play for TS Galaxy. So those were one of the players there. So we lost in the semi-final against Young LFA. That's where the love of football started. After that, I didn't stop learning. So after that, I took the experience, then attended so many coaching clinics. Because after finishing my C license, there was a big gap between my C license and B license because B license was expensive. Basically, B license was not done in Cape Town. So we had to travel up north in order to acquire B license. Wow. So in between that, I had to attend small coaching clinics just to acquire the information. But the person who played the huge role was Gordon Boy. So after the LFA, I got an opportunity, I got a call from Gordon Boy via Eric Boom's help. Then I went to Chief, I was given under 12. They said I didn't know anything. So I learned the skill, the art of coaching, the art of controlling the team. Gordon Boy told me everything on how to set up a session, on how to address the players. Those boys were still young, 10-year-olds. Some of them now are playing for Citizen. Suli, Zukanye, they were still very, very young. So from there, I took back that knowledge, came back in Langa. In 2015, we had an engagement with certain people, the likes of Kosela, Tandile. We embarked on starting a new project, and with the chairman Eric Boom. So we identify certain players that we think that they can be part of this project. So we started in 2015 in January. From the word go, I told myself I'm going to make a strong team.
So this was when you formally team
Yes. That's where we started this team, Wanderers Football Club. Basically, there was a club already. but we just wanted to make the club much stronger. So what we did with Wanderers, we tried to phone certain people. We tried to inquire everyone. You know, can you come and join the team? Certain people didn't agree. Certain people agreed. The most important thing that we were lucky, but we didn't target it. We got youngsters, 95, 96, the like of Yolisa, Masizake, Slulami, Kosela. The age group was 95, 96. So in 2015, yes, in 2015 we went for the league. From the start, we went for the league.
So the project developed and league.
Yes. And even people gave us a name. They said we are Real Madrid. I felt that there was a pressure within it. But we thought, okay, we're going to take the name and then we're going to embark on it.
So on that name, it will be Real Madrid. That means 90 players players.
I can say so, but we didn't get some few players that we wanted. Like the likes of Vui was still playing for Cape Town. We actually wanted Vui was a center back, and Shoes was playing for Lion Seat. We didn't get some of the guys that we wanted. Asa was playing for Lion Seat. We didn't get for those guys to make the team stronger. But okay, we thought, okay, let's start with what we have.
So in the first year, which was in 2015, he had been in the league because I believe even in the league we had a season when they start tournament.
What happened basically in that year is that because we were using a lot of youngsters that never won the league. I think the viewers or the soccer players that are currently listening to this interview must know that winning the league is not easy.
Yeah.
In order to win the league, a senior league, you should be the person that has won the league, even in the junior structures. So most of the players that we had has never won the league before. Maybe even with under 13s or under 15s, or they were just players that were playing football. So now we're embarking on the course that we need to win a league, and most of our players didn't win the league. So in 2015 we lost the league against I think Langa United, whereby we were leading 2-0, then ended up being 2-2. Then we lost the league by 1 point I think to Cape Town United. Then Cape Town United went on to get the promotion. So that's what happened in that year. But we won the Easter. As a starting point of our project. We won the Easter, we won the second division. Then the following year, just to complete your question, the following year we started afresh. I phoned certain players myself, many people don't know that. I phoned Asa myself, can you come and join our team? I phoned certain people. Isa joined, many guys, stronger guys joined. Then we had a camp in 2015. We had a weekend camp away in Straffontein. From that camp we discussed our vision, our plan. Then we came back to Langa. We won the Easter, we won the second division, we won the league. We went to the quarterfinal of Coke. We lost in the playoffs. Then another year, we became more stronger because new players were coming in. And then people of Langa were saying we're taking everyone. The project was growing. We won the Easter again for the third time. We won the league. Then the second division because we're division. So we're starting with a new age group. So we introduced under 18. We played the second division. They lost the league to Ntangi. So which is computer start. They lost the league. Then in 2019 we didn't win the Easter. No, in 2018 we didn't win the Easter. We lost against Cape Town United. And then we won the second division.
Because Cape Town United, yeah,
it's a nice rival, you know, between the two clubs. You know, in life I take things very, very serious. I think the rivalry between Cape Town United and the Wanderers is a nice one because I believe, you know, it's sort of like a Pirates or Chiefs, whereby one team comes from another team or whatever, the management back then. But it's always a rival. And years by, it has been a one-sided rival whereby Cape Town United was always beating Wanderers. So now when I took over, I sort of bring back the identity of Wanderers, which many knows. So in 2015, we beat them in the final. Then in 2018, they beat us in the semi-final. Then the following year, we went on to beat them in the final, which was very, very sweet in many ways. It was a very, very sweet victory to the viewers, maybe the players of Cape Town United, even to the fans of Cape Town United. It was a nice match for the Langa Township, two teams. I mean, what's so nice is that Cape Town United was offered an opportunity to use their SAP players, whereby we played with LFA players, and then they were more strong, they were more fit, which was nice for the spectators and for everyone. So we got to beat them in the final, 1-0, which was very, 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 very sweet.
4 times in the playoffs. Only change.
You know, now that you are talking about it, I was actually saying to myself, you know, with this COVID-19, sitting at home, I had a moment to, to refresh and sit back and think everything. So what happened is that as I'm watching football, there's been a lot of games playing on the DSTV now, like past World Cups and everything. There's a coach in Netherlands that once said, and I'm going to say this, he said Netherlands go to the tournament to showcase what they have, to showcase like the type of play, passing game, tiki-taka. And other teams go to the tournament to win the tournament.
Of which game ucacile uba nina beningayijonganga benyanga ngidla ngiphi uba ngizodlala.
No. Now, Netherlands doesn't necessarily travel to a tournament and say we're going there to showcase. They're going there to win. But now, that coach is actually saying the same words that I would like to think in 2016, 2017, 2018. I think we're more concerned about the style of play rather than winning the playoffs. We had the quality youngsters, but most of the time we were concerned about how we're going to play in the playoffs. Then I think last year, which is 2019, we were more concerned about winning than the style of play, which is the inclusion of Coach Tulani, Squares, which joined our technical team from Winnipeg St. John's, brought a new dimension in our thing holistically. So we went there saying to ourselves, now we must win, because we used the same player from 2016 until 2019. So we're more wanting to win than wanting to play nice. Yes. So we managed on the first game to win it. Second game we won it. Third game we won it. And we played against a very strong team from Philippines, which people thought that they were going to beat us. We were very defensive. We played a lot of on transition, and then we won the game 2-0. Went to the last game, which I felt as if we were tired. We were very tired. I think we were tired, but the opponents were good. We must also give credit to them. They had this guy who threw the ball, a long throw every time. Then they got a corner kick. We couldn't defend it. They scored. The free kick they scored. We got a penalty. We equalized. Then the rest was history. Puff and puff every time. Long balls in the box. So basically, I think that the other 3 years, we sort of wasted them with this, wanting to play nice, because within our camp, we had that thing of we must play. Within our camp, we had that thing of we must just win. So that's been an issue to us as a club. But last year, I think we found the formula on how to play those playoffs.
Emveni kwexesha loba niluzile kwezi playoffs kokugqibela. Ya akhona amahle athi uyaphumela kwindlela ecaleni. Ingabe uphuma wabheka ngani? Yazi imbona eziluhlaza zikhona kaloku. Uphuma wabheka ngani?
No. And thanks for the question. I need to clarify this, because even my players currently at Wanderers, they are saying that I have left them, after so many years. My vision has been this: loyalty matters to me. When we do something as a group, we must stay loyal to it. So basically, what happened is that the chairman of the club, Eric Gum, with myself, with the talk, he felt as if I need to go and learn, to a certain club, so that I can develop as a coach and also help the club, Wanderers as a club, and also help Langa holistically as a community, but also growing myself also as a coach. So basically, what happened is that after we've been 5 years together with the players, with the club, after the year, normally in December, people get frustrated and say, no, I'm going to stop playing football. I'm going to join that team. We don't normally talk about football. So we wait until January. So what happened is that Eric said he set up an interview for me with Ajax. So we went there, met Hans, and then he gave me a chance to come during the holidays, sort of like a trial, if you put it that way, to see if I'm really a coach. So during the school holiday in September, I was there at Kamva. So after that, he gave me a job. He said I can join the under 18s. So I asked Eric, can I take it? And then he said I can take the job. So I took the job. So basically, that's what happened. But that doesn't mean that I have left Wanderers. Many people have this perception that I have left the club. I have not left the club. We were going to embark with the preseason. Fundo was taking over. The guy that I was working with, coaching the second team. So he was taking over. He was going to be the one at the forefront, but I was going to be behind and helping the club holistically. So I'm still part of the club. The method didn't change, but now I've went outside to learn also and also to give back to the club. Mfundo is a copy of me. So if Mfundo is there, it's the same. It's like I'm also there. Mfundo and Tulani and Kola and Splash, they're still with the club. I'm still with the club. When there's meeting, I'm there. When there's everything on WhatsApp, the management WhatsApp, I'm still there. So I'm still part of the club.
So lilonke uyaqhakazela uyaqhakazela. Ngophulaphuli ngiphethe umqeqeshi apha. Ndoda kwalanga uklinile kwalanga uthathe yonke ibikhona akhonde bangayiwinanga kwalanga uphumile ngaphandle iyo coach at Ajax Cape Town under 18 Masibulele Sukazi. Qeqeshi nansi iSouth Africa ivalelekile lockdown. Ngoni oyenzayo wena ku lockdown?
I think being at Ajax has given another perspective on football. So what I'm doing currently, I'm reading a lot of books. I'm watching a lot of documentaries to see how other people does things. I'm also watching a lot of football, like the past World Cups, and see different styles. I'm also reflecting on myself as a coach. How well have I done those past years that I've been in football? What I'm doing currently at Ajax, we must make sure that we check up on players if they are training, and then we normally have a Zoom meeting to communicate, to keep each other accountable, and also checking up on players. So basically now what I'm doing, I'm sitting at home, reading a lot of books, watching documentaries, and checking up on players,
Yintoni onoyithetha coaches ezizayo? Ukhula kwindawo enzima kwalanga, there's a lot of things, drugs, gangsterism. Yintoni onoyithetha kumuntu omtsho ufuna uyicoach? Yintoni onomnika yona? Ngeliso zini onosifaka kuyo?
The first thing that I must say thank you for the setup. To the viewer that doesn't know, we're in the center of Langa, maybe the most unprivileged place, which is Zulu. What I would say during this time is that you must dream big always. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter the situation, you must always dream big. To the boys that are in the township, they must always dream big. To the coaches in the township, they must always dream big. Do not punch below par because of where you're coming from. It doesn't matter if the person is coming from the suburbs, then you're coming from a township. You must always work hard. To the boys in the township, find a mentor, find that one person who's not popular, and then ask him to mentor you, because the township is full of guys that are popular for wrong reasons. Guys that are driving fancy cars, guys that are wearing nice clothes, guys that are on drugs, guys that many girlfriends, and youngsters tend to look up to them. So find that guy that is unpopular, find how is it doing. So interviews like this are very good, so that even the kids can see that there are certain people in our township that are doing something good, that they can follow to them. So to the youngsters, they must work hard, listen to their coaches, play football a lot, combine with school, which is not very, very easy. Maintain your school with football, and then the rest is history, only God knows. But hard work, being humble, and school will take you far. To the coaches, there's a lot of coaches in Langa that are coming through, young coaches. All I can say, before you start working, even a doctor, you cannot just walk in a day and say, I want to be a doctor. You must first go to school in order to heal patients. So to the coaches, go to school, attend coaching courses, coaching clinics. If they say, for instance, at one stage I paid 350, there was a session with Forbes at the hand in Admiral Stadium. We paid 350 just to go there, just to watch how Forbes does things. Be curious, always go to those coaching clinics, attend coaching courses, so that you can be able to coach the kids, the right stuff. You cannot just play football and then after playing football and say, you're a coach. So my word to the coaches, young coaches, attend coaching courses, learn, mingle with other coaches. Don't look at the color. Go to a colored coach, go to a white coach, a foreign coach, take what is right and leave what is not right. And then the rest will be history, you'll be able to coach a player. So from my side to the coaches, make sure that you acquire as much knowledge as you can.
Yaqonda uyithe yonke baphulaphuli. Qeqeshi ndibulele ngethuba lakho bhuti manje. Ndiyathemba awukuzubaleka mina sikufumana. Imiyalezo ogqibela ngcono ilithemba elithelo lonika abadlali ngoba kuhleliwa kudlalwa ngoba
I think let's be honest, I think the players, the real players, will actually rejoice in this. I'm talking about now the LFA players. Why am I saying that? They having time, or generally players, they having time with their family, they having time to rest. Even now, the Wanderers players, because we normally play a lot, Easter tournament, Coke, League, playoffs, so we never had a break. So it's sort of like a silent player, I'm sorry to say that, but now they are relaxing, which is good. What I can say is that obey the regulations. Obey the regulations. Stay at home, wear your mask. If you run alone. Do not train in bulks, in groups. Make sure that you keep yourself protected and active. Run 6 o'clock to 9 o'clock. Make sure that you do your strength exercise, which is you can do your strength exercise indoors, which is push-ups or anything. And then you do your endurance exercises, which is running maybe 5Ks a day, then it will be fine. Then when the football season opens again, then you are ready. So to the coaches, make sure that you try to connect to other coaches and get as much knowledge as you can about certain things. You must not be afraid to ask. One of the things that has made me good, I think, so far, is the power to ask, is the power to phone someone and ask. I've got a network of people that I ask, which is called in Big Boy. Now I'm working with Tangle Throw, and Safa, I was working with Jeremy. So I've got a pool of guys that I can ask. So yeah.
Nanso ke baphulaphuli ungaphuthelwa ke Friday sibuye nenye guest mfundini asiziceli ke uzawuthuka xa uyibone lapho lalela ipage yami I am Sinethemba Makonco all the way from Kwalanga uGatyane chai bye bye.